Oh, Candido, welcome back. Bounty Rush? Oh no, this is Power Warriors. I think early access is today for Daredevil. Honestly, Candido, I'm awake. I'm still gonna play the game because there's some outfits I need to get, but like I think that well-needed time off Rivals is it's time. It's time. I'm not saying I'm gonna give up on Rivals, but it's literally getting to that point. And I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Like, fellow tank main, we just have to sit back and let the DPS kids have their fun. Bro, honestly, not just as a tank main, but like for somebody who can play all roles, it just feels like I only get to play tank and healer always. Our time will come. See, the problem is, how long is that going to take? Remember the supposed leaked heroes? Man, I won't lie. I'm even losing interest in knowing next season is gonna be Rogue and Gambit. Now, here's another problem with that season that I have. And it's mainly because, look, we've seen these before in Overwatch. Rogue might be a strategist slash vanguard, potentially. Granted, I'm curious to see how they make her a support. I'm just gonna, because Dark and I, before in the first stream, we just came to the conclusion, like, it's gonna take too long for like more tanks and healers to come in. At this point, we need more healers than anything. Because if they put in a tank, we're not gonna get a shield tank. They're just gonna put another melee dive character. I don't know. This is horrible. Cause like at this point they don't know how to make anything that's not a shield tank. And no, I'm not counting Emma. Her shield is paper compared to Magneto and Strange. But yeah, I just I guess you could say I'm losing faith in Guan Guan and Marvel Rivals, just in general. Because it's like, the game caters to DPS mains. Like, how is it on ranked? You're actually catered more to being a DPS player than playing any other role. Yeah, it's just hard. It's just hard to like put faith into that game right now. Because knowing that if they do release a tank, or well, if they release a tank, these DPS mains who've been talking about, oh, we need more tanks, will say the tank's broken, and then that tank will get nerfed to Kingdom Come, and then they'll start asking the question, oh, why does nobody play tank? It's because y'all complain about every single character that you lose to. Yeah, I only play Raid. I mean, I do play Namor. But it's only because nobody else... Well, I actually like Namor's gameplay unlike other people. Yeah, you see how they treated Cap. Cap got nerfed to the ground, bro. Like, yeah, he's playable, but if you don't have like good healers and stuff, you can't get any value off Cap. Pirate Warriors guy. You know what's crazy? Also, what's good, Elijah? What's crazy about like Pirate Warriors? Still no news. We still wait. 750 HP cap was not a big deal. I will say it was hard to kill him sometimes. But honestly, I feel like people just did not pick the right characters against Cap. Oh, Rocket is about to become... Rocket is actually going to become a main healer with this. And I know that sounds crazy, but like, his ult gets the 40% back. His healing is better. He's gonna be a monster. Just chilling, playing the new SAO season.
Freaking Kirito shows us why Kirito shouldn't be able to fly. His DPS is insane and has magic. That's a crazy combo. You know what? Let's see. Anybody online? Why'd I even ask? How am I feeling? Okay. Let me put my controller and tell you, Elijah. Hola, Ari. So, first day of working at the fair was exhausting. We had to move hay bales, pumpkins. We had to set up everything. And to tell y'all something, I haven't worked out at all. Literally, I haven't been working out for a while because I've been trying to work on getting money. So I've been constantly going back and forth to work. And then my mom kind of just aggressively pushed me to do this. And I wasn't like physically prepared. So the work part sucks. But it's like I can do it because I'm mainly focusing on using my adrenaline for it. The actual fair part, it's easy. And I was like over psyching myself because I thought that I was gonna screw up. But the kids had fun, and they taught us safety, which the safety was very easy. Like, everything was very easy, and I was like over worrying about it. But honestly, the fair part is good. It's just the physical labor that I don't mind doing, but I do have to get back to like that football routine that I used to do when I was younger. Another thing, Leg, I'm glad we got more anti-heal stuff. I will say, I think Venom needs anti-heal on his symbiote grab. I feel like if Venom has anti-heal on his symbiote grab, people will use him more. But here's the thing about that anti-heal buff to his ultimate. That doesn't stop him from being a literal sponge to CC. Like, the thing is, Venom is still gonna suck regardless because he doesn't have anything that stops CC. Which means even if they did buff him and everything, he can just get CC'd to death. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. And so this fair job is gonna be, it's only gonna last for this entire month, and then that's it. Also, I do get paid like I think they said weekly or bi-weekly. I was a few minutes behind, but glad it's easy. Yeah, somewhat. But yeah, well, one of the things, and I think I talked about this last night, but like, one of the things that I don't like is when I'm hired for one thing and they expect more than what I was hired for. That's something that I have learned not to accept. Like, don't just accept a person who hires you and forces you to do more stuff than what you're being hired for, because it's like, oh yeah, the pay's good, but it's like this wasn't even in the contract. And you know, at least give me a heads up beforehand. Venom is crazy if they added anti-heal. Now, Candido, I know what you're saying, that'd be toxic, but think about it. Think about it. Without, let's just say Venom doesn't have that and he has his anti-heal, he gets CC'd. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Venom, if we're being honest, not just Venom, but any character that's not a main tank, which is like half of the tank roster when you really think about it. They most off tanks get CC'd to death. Temporarily hold off. I get off the train. Okay. Gotcha. You almost got on the wrong train. Okay. Well, glad you're on the right one. One day they told me to work the cash register on a busy day. Bro. Look, let me tell you about the retail job. Because that retail job, I was told to only work in the back, just organizing stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I could do that. If it's an everyday thing, then yeah, I could just go to the back, organize, and go from there. But then they're like, we won't be able to pay you because it's not every day we need this organized. So you have to, because you already signed a contract. And I'm like, I didn't sign a contract. I haven't signed a contract for that place. And they told me, oh, since you already signed the contract, then we're just going to put you as a cashier. And I'm like, I didn't sign anything. Which is crazy, because yet, to this day, I still have not signed anything. Look at this funny drama that happened. Alright.
For real, it was dumb. And something else that I like about this job is that for the most part, they actually care. This is the one thing that I actually do like. They want to make sure nobody gets overworked. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. I'm not used to people who actually care about our well-being. Because the main thing the dude told me was that, look, if you need to go get water, go to the bathroom, do it. Somebody will pick up the work, and when you get back, you can just continue. And I'm like, wait, hold on, this is weird. I'm being treated nicely. I'm not used to this. I was, and honestly, I'm still not used to it, because like I have never met, from all the jobs that I've done, I've never met people who actually tell me, oh, you know what, take breaks, get water. We have a lunch as well. Like, they just tell us to take breaks whenever, as long as we eventually get back to work. And it's like, wait, I'm really not used to this. Wow, they actually care? Yeah. It's weird. It's so weird. I'm not used to it. Because like not Talbot. Well, you know what? Screw it. I've said this place already. So Talbot's is the place that I work at the mall. That's retail. I went from working 3 days a week to now I just work one day every week. And then they tell me, oh, so I was told to cancel your day of work because you don't need to be making that much. And I'm like, oh, really? Who told you that? It's freaking crazy, by the way. They don't let you overwork or work overtime. Yeah, that's another thing here too, because something that he said is when you get off, you get off. No overtime. Even if it's a couple minutes, once you get off, that's it. Once you clock out, you go home, rest. Now, Candido, to talk about this when it comes to video games and why they mainly let male players be the people who show off this stuff, is because, and I'm just gonna be honest, there's more male gamers than there are female gamers. And but the thing is, I like this job and want to work overtime. Oh, well, I got some bad news for you. I don't think they're gonna do it. Oh, wait, Candido, you're not gonna be happy, because we got some Xbox stuff. Wait, they lied again? Oh, they're double downing on they're defending the Game Pass increase.
Oh no. Now, here's the thing. The fair. See, I'd work the fair as long as I'm not doing the cleanup. I'd rather just be one of the regular workers who like does the ticket stuff or like security. I'll do either one of those. For real, no cleanup. Bro, the cleanup is the worst. And unfortunately, at the end of this month, I'm gonna have to help with cleanups. I could see you doing security. See, with security, I feel like it's enough work. Oh, so Candido, they're talking about the Game Pass again, brother. They're defending and double downing on what they did with the Game Pass. Discord check. Okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. Ari, do what you need to do. This is crazy. So, Candido, I'm just gonna show this to you. Listen to it on your own time, or if you want to, just take a second, listen to that. Ooh. Now, here's the thing that I'm actually scared about. If this happens to PlayStation Plus, it's actually over. Like, nobody, I'll be real, nobody. Come on, do it. Nobody is actually going to support people haven't been supporting PlayStation Plus for a long time. And if they pull an Xbox with this or a freaking Nintendo, Also, y'all, I have an interesting question for anyone in here who has a job, right? So let me know something, because I've been thinking about this question for a while. If you had to choose, would you choose to have a job that pays very high, or have a job that's consistent, which pays low? Which one would you choose? And what I mean by pays high, let's say you make like $700 a week, and then 700 either weekly or bi-weekly, and then with the consistent job, it's like 300 max. $300 max a week versus 700 either a week or bi-weekly. If you had to choose, would you choose a high-paying job that's not consistent, or a low-paying job that's consistent? I like how GameStop is the only store saying we aren't raising prices. Yeah, and it's like, of all places, GameStop too. We know how expensive GameStop is too. Because I've been thinking about that question for a while. Just would I want to be in a high paying job that's not consistent, or a low paying job that's consistent? Hit me. Yup. Also, random news: SAO had its first year anniversary. Oh, nice. That's very good for SAO. Man, Rayleigh, I think Rayleigh might have one of the most consistent, like, shield breaks. But 4 times the experience is really good. But if I had to choose, and I'm saying this because, like, currently, I have about 4 jobs. I think I would rather choose, like, a somewhat consistent or non-consistent job where I make a lot of money quickly. Because, God, working multiple jobs just means all of your relaxation time is just gone. You barely get to relax, and it's just not worth it. Yeah, but I think they're gonna increase in the pricing for PlayStation, which scares me. It really does scare me, bro. Because I don't we don't need anything else like to ruin the game. The gaming industry is going down every single day. The new Kirito is free, but there's a catch. He is in the gacha, but if you are guaranteed to get him. But seriously, grinding summoning tickets isn't fun. There should be an easier way to summon. Well, get summon tickets.
Also, another W change that will
play Yamato. That will save the single player. They made single player online missions so you can play the game with relying on matchmaking. Oh,
that's actually a good change.
that's actually a W change.
Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. Does she? That's actually crazy. She has. Okay. What? Okay, there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening. How are you still alive, Ace? Die. You ain't a Kainu for real. Like, why did? Huh? Okay, that was a delayed kill. I mean, I'll take it, but what the heck? Okay, what's with these delayed kills? What the heck?
Okay. It is crazy. I I joined, well, I wouldn't say I joined, more so, as I said, kind of forced to do this fair thing. I just wish that I didn't do this for the sole reason that I I gotta find a better, like, day-to-day job, because I don't know how long I can even think about continuing to do this retail job. But right now the job market is so bad. Is it weird that I don't want to go to work today? But at the same time, it's not like the work is hard. Honestly, no, it's a real feeling. Bro. It's a real feeling, man. It's you know, I think we took our youth for granted. I know I did. I took it for granted so much. Yeah, you take a lot for granted in life until you realize it. That's facts. You know, something else? I need to get back on it. I really thought this month was going to be the month where I could fully focus on, like, my driver's test. But then I was put into this. And now it's like, well, I guess next month will be the month. I still have a permit. Man, I need to. But here's the worst part is that I'm trying to think of it every time I'm gonna need to use the car, and I'm like, dang, that would basically just be. I'm not gonna be able to use the car. But and at the same time, I do want to get a car, but I do need my license. But I won't lie, driving sucks. It really does, bro. Because I practiced driving a couple times, and every time that I practice, I'll use DVD Teach. Okay.
Ooh, nope. That killed you? Huh. Alright, Blackbeard.
Wait, is Marvel?
Yeah, it seemed Bro, there's a lot of people talking about Marvel Rivals.
Somebody come. Somebody come. They're kind of loopy. Yeah, help with your mom. She's still kind of loopy. What? What do you want to say? Huh? You want your tonic water, love? You want your tonic water? It's cold. like going like that.
Hey, for people in here, yo, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My mom just came in and she's not in a good, she's not feeling good, so I gotta take care of her. And I'm sorry for, look, for people in here again, I'm sorry. I gotta take care of my mom. She's not feeling good, so I'll see y'all. I don't know when. Y'all have a good one.